Namaste YouTube, welcome to Cafe Noma and welcome to our reaction to Coldplay. We are going to react to the song The Scientist. This is our first time listen to this song by Coldplay. This is requested by our patron QW. Let's get started.
Come up to meet you, tell you I'm sorry. You don't know how lovely you are. I had to find you, tell you I need you, tell you I set you apart. Tell me your secrets and ask me your questions. Now let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming in tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Oh, take me back to the start. Just guessing,
The part at the end was like as if it's like directly inspired by the wolves, the howling of the wolves.
Yeah.
So it's like a mellow way of copying, mimicking the howling of the wolves. And the first part of the song reminded me so much of U2 and Radiohead both. More mellower version of most of their songs. But that is what it sounded like. I don't know whether scientist aspect of this comes into play, whether it was specifically made for a particular movie or TV show, I'm not sure. I don't know whether the scientist part or the scientific part comes into play. It basically seems to be about him wanting to go back to the start of things, the way things were at the beginning. Whether it's evolution of the relationship, evolution of life itself, evolution of nature, who knows. But you could take your pick safely and you wouldn't be wrong. And neither would you be completely right. So that's Coldplay for you and this song. I liked it. I liked the beginning part of it. Till the howling part, I liked it.
Who's the scientist here? I don't know. Science word itself was mentioned once in the song. I was wondering who's the scientist. Is he? Is her? Who is it? Either they are playing to the scientist maybe, or they are planning for a science class rehearsal or something like that. I like science classes, but not this song.
Yeah, they're being torn apart. So I don't know where the science of it all is. Whether they were bound together like magnets.
What's the scientist part of it? I don't know.
And now they're just
Who's the scientist?
being thrown apart.
And as per the name of the band, it was apt. It was Coldplay. It was cold. It was cold. It was boring. It was boring. It was sleepy. We reacted to another song that was by Steve Forbert, Streets of This Town. And we both said, it would be nice to listen to it while you're traveling, or you're on the go in a car, or anything, bus, train, flight, anything. This song, do not listen to while you're riding a car. You may listen to it if you're just a passenger in the car and you can enjoy a nice nap, but do not listen to it when you're driving a car, because this has the possibility and potential to put you to sleep, which you do not want. You want to sleep.
Yeah, ideally, if you want to go to sleep, listen to this song.
Yeah.
If you're completely bored and don't have anything better to do, listen to this song.
I know this song can do that. It can effectively do that, and you can try that. I'm not just making it up, and I'm not putting Coldplay down. I'm just thinking the name is realized by this song, Coldplay.
The major issue I have with songs of Coldplay, and I've said this before, I'm sure, is that, they don't sound original at all.
That is it.
Whether it's the way the lines go, it seems to be picked up from someone else. The way they sing, it seems to be mimicking other singers from particular rock bands. The music too, the way the guitar plays, everything seems to be copied, or thoroughly inspired. I can't just say inspired, it's thoroughly or strongly inspired by few bands that have come before them. So that's, it says a lot about how shallow they are personally as musicians and as an artist. Because if you look so deep for inspiration from others who have already made the music before you, that shows how shallow you are. What's your talent? What do you bring new to the table? Really, this howling of the wolves bit, it lacks, totally lacks inspiration. It's kind of disgusting, but I don't want to say it. I like the first part of the song. That's why I'm holding back from, going all out and saying this is a horrible song. But I don't like when an artist just builds their career or catalog by mimicking or being so strongly inspired by others' music.
At some point you find your own thing, your own style, your spot in the music. With Coldplay, I don't know when did they find it, have they found it, have they not found it, because they are reasonably old now, they are not 20, they are not in their 20s. A lot of people come and say, oh, they were in their 20s, what do you expect? But now Coldplay is not anymore in 20s, and I don't know what music they are making. Are they still inspired by the British bands, or they are gone
Kirti,
solo on their own?
It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. because no one's going to listen to them 10, 20 years from now. Very few people may listen to them. Actually, I won't say no one. Very few people will listen to them 10, 20 years from now, 30 years, 40 years. People will say, this was what people listened to then? How ridiculous is this? So while we listen to music from the 60s, 70s quite regularly, and even 80s on this channel, I don't think most of those, there are quite a lot of songs I can say, wow, I want to listen to them again and again. And I actually do. Whenever I get the time, I listen to many of those songs from the 60s, 70s, 80s. But I can't say I'll ever listen to Coldplay, because what is it there in it that I would want to listen to again? There's always someone better. And in their case, almost everyone else might be better. So, why would I want to listen to them? Unless, like Kirti said, I want to fall asleep, I'm ridiculously bored,
Let the
and I
scientist
want to
work.
prolong that boredom.
Let
Listen
the
to the scientist. I just hope that there's some context behind it
Yeah.
that would make it, worthwhile for other people to listen to it. But if there is no context, there is no connection to a movie or a book or a TV show, it's absolutely ridiculous what this was.
Yeah.